Happy New Year, Fort Bend ISD. Dr. Christy Whitbeck, your superintendent here, wishing you a wonderful 2023. As we begin, I have 6 important things to talk to you about. It is going to be a busy semester, but I want you to know that I am optimistic. I think we entered this semester with an open heart and an open mind, ready to roll up our sleeves and get a lot of amazing work done. Hope you'll join me in that effort. Number 1, I want to talk to you about something that specifically affects our teachers. These are called professional learning communities, or PLCs for short. They've been around for over 20 years, certainly had them in my schools when I was a principal, and our principals today lead these PLCs, as often with district leaders. And those PLCs are designed for teachers to develop lessons, to work on strategies, sometimes to learn new strategies, and often just to plan together. They're great. I support them fully, always have. But one of the things that the teachers are telling us is that they've gotten very regimented. And so they're asking for perhaps less of that, a little bit less protocol and more just rolling up the sleeves and working on the work at the pace and at the time in which they need. So as we go forward, we'll see our principals kind of back away from that, and we want these to be a little bit more teacher-led and teacher-focused. So teachers, I have full trust in you that you will continue to design the very best lessons for our students and work together, as always, in our profession, is the best way to teach. The next item is calendar. This coming Thursday, we will launch a survey to you, allowing you to give feedback about 3 different options that have been developed by our calendar committee. I want to thank the committee for all their work and for especially listening to feedback from our teachers and staff and taking into consideration the diversity of our amazing district. In these options, 2 of them will include additional time for teacher planning prior to a grading period, and they will include breaks spread out so that there is something every month. So as you're watching that, please know there will be a video that will accompany it, will help you to follow the process, and it should only take you about a minute to complete. Our goal is February board approval for the calendar. As I'm out and about, one of the things I've heard repeatedly is the request for a sick leave bank, meaning a bank that our employees could contribute to if someone else within our staff was in need based on some sort of a serious condition. So we do have this in our board policy, but it's just never been initiated. Our legal department and our human resources department have worked very hard to make this happen for us and to develop the procedures that are needed. So stay tuned for more information. What a wonderful way to spread culture of kindness in our district among each other by helping those most in need. As we move forward into our new year, 3 big B's are definitely on our plate. The one of them being the budget. As you know, we have to cut $47 million. We've been working on that already behind the scenes and already shared at least $3 million of that. So be expecting to hear and see more information about how that's coming. Do know it won't always be easy, but we're in this together and nothing's impossible. The next one is boundaries. So lots and lots of work has already been happening for quite some time, but we have a lot of work to do, and you'll start to hear even more about it again this coming Monday at our board agenda review. As a reminder, we've got overcrowding at Travis High School, Bowie Middle School, Heritage Roads Elementary, all needing relief. We also need to do some adjustments to Fleming Elementary for their middle school and high school feeder patterns, and we have to prepare to open Ferguson, Butcher, and Crawford High School. So each of those boundaries need to be done, except for Butcher. That one's already been taken care of, but we prepare to open. So lots and lots of work involving our boundary committees and our community. So stay tuned. We're also looking for board approval on those boundaries in February. And my last B is bond. So this is the word that many of us in Fort Bend ISD have known for a very long time. But the last bond was in 2018, with the idea at the time that it would be 3 years later in 2021. Well, here we are entering 2023, and another bond has not happened. So we'll be moving close to that 5-year mark, which is a lot of time in a district of this size and with as many facilities as we have. So it is very likely that the administration will be recommending to our Board of Trustees the possibility of a bond for May of 23. So stay tuned. But do know now that as you hear the word bond, bond is very different from a VATRE that was talking about trying to sustain our tax rate, to have more money in our general operating fund. A bond is about construction, instructional technology. It's about rebuilding. And this particular bond will not be as much about new building. It will be about rebuilding those schools that are older, and it will be about taking care of inefficiencies such as roofs, HVACs, carpet, and things like that, so that all of our facilities are at the very highest state for learning. So, with all of that said, let me close out with you with one of my very favorite quotes. What a wonderful thought it is that some of the best days of our lives haven't even happened yet. So I wish you a happy 2023. I look forward to working with you. I'm optimistic about what's ahead. I look forward to seeing you out and about in the biz.